Hey, good morning to ya. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. How are ya doing this morning, folks? How you doing? Tell me how you doing. Let me know in the comments how you doing. How are you doing? All right, so I am Sybil, aka MomJonz. I am the creator and owner here at mamasandcoffee.com. Also, the lovely face, behind all of the social media accounts at MomJonz, MomJonz. So make sure you go over and follow me there. All right, so I'm going to talk with you guys today and do my eyes, get myself together a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, so anywho, like I said, I am Sybil, aka MomJonz, the creator and owner here at Mamas and Coffee. And Mamas and Coffee is all about, other than being real and raw and random, because that's what I am, real, raw, and random. You got to keep up, okay? When you talking to me, you got to keep up. But our message is also all about empowering women to know who they are, be who they are, and love who they are. Hence our know you, be you, love you slogan. Yes, you got to know yourself to be yourself, to love yourself. All right. So I talk a lot about self-love and me time. We all need a little bit of me time. Little me time. I'll talk to you about that here soon, later, in another talk. You okay, Carlos? Carlos is under my desk over here, getting something out his throat. But that's what I talk about over here, and stroke awareness as well. That is something I talk about a lot of different things. So again, you just gotta keep up over here at Mamas and Coffee. But today, let's talk about boundaries. Should you set them? Tell me, do you think you should set boundaries? Do you set boundaries? I'm gonna go ahead and give you my 2 cents, because that's what I do. See my 2 cents? Yes, you should set boundaries. You should set boundaries in all aspects of your life. Yes, honey, yes. And sometimes you have to reevaluate your life. And you may have to reset some of those boundaries. Because sometimes we get a little lax. And those boundaries, we get so lax that we start seeing certain areas of our life that start getting bombarded again. So, I'm a firm believer in setting boundaries. And I will confess, this is my confession. I have had to readjust my boundaries in different areas of my life. So, here I am, my boundary line has always been right here, right? And over the last few months, I've realized that I need to push that boundary line back, right? Hey, I need more space over here. So instead of the line being here, the line had to move here because I need this much space. And that is okay. So yes, you should most definitely set boundaries. And setting boundaries, it's a must. It's a must. I also believe that if you are a mom of youngins, of little people, of the little ones, teach them early in life about boundaries. Okay? Because as we get older, we then want to, when we get old, see, because when you hit your 40s and things, right? Because you never like, okay, I want to set boundaries. The problem with that is, it's not a problem, but it is a problem because it's habit. I won't say it's very hard, but it's a little more difficult to get people to respect those boundaries. And it's really difficult to train yourself. I said train yourself, because you got to retrain your way of thinking. It becomes very difficult to retrain yourself in respecting and setting those boundaries, respecting your boundaries. And I'm going to go ahead and say this: demand other people to respect your boundaries. It doesn't matter who they are. Boundaries are set with your children. I set boundaries with my children. I do, y'all. I do. I go to bed at 8:15. I'm like, hey, yo. Now I have teenagers. I'm like, yo, if you haven't talked to me about it now, we're not talking about it now. Unless it better be important. You come in here to tell me about what that. No, that can wait till tomorrow. But that's a boundary that I've set. Boundaries with employment. If you work for yourself, I'm an entrepreneur, and I've had to set boundaries within your relationship. Some of y'all gonna be like, "Sybil, you can't be setting boundaries with your husband." Yeah, yes, I can. yes. Set those boundaries. Because and this is and also within jobs, and within friendships, and within just family in general, just people in general, with anything in your life, you have to set boundaries. And I'm going to tell you my number one reason of setting boundaries. It's because without boundaries, you just run around like a chicken with your head cut off. Because when are you focusing on yourself? Remember, I said I'm really big on me time, self-care, and about self-love. And if I don't have boundaries, now I'm not saying that if you don't have boundaries, you don't love yourself. That's not what I said, okay? Look, because y'all ain't gonna twist my words. But what I'm saying is, show yourself love by setting those boundaries and by making sure that you are taking care of you. So, because I have conversations, I talk a lot. I talk a lot. It's like, well, I never have time for myself because I'm always doing so much for everyone else. Well, maybe you need to set some boundaries there. Have you thought about that? Have you thought about saying, no, I ain't doing nothing for anybody else today? And yes, I said ain't. And I have days like that. As a matter of fact, one of my new things is I said I had to reset. I'm resetting some of my own boundaries. Is that I'm like, my day ends at this time. Every day. Period. Oh, you invite me to do what? That's tomorrow. The answer is no. Because those are boundaries that I need to readjust for myself. Where before, and people get in their feelings when you set boundaries. But you know what? Let them be in their feelings. It's all right. It's all right. I promise you. It's all right. It's all right if they in their feelings, because you are setting boundaries to take care of yourself. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm going to use that word ain't again. Ain't nobody going to take care of you like you will take care of yourself. Okay? Because people are people. People are people. And most of the time, people aren't even doing it purposely. But we will ask and we will take. And it is up to you as the individual. I think a piece of my hair is stuck on my mascara that I was putting on earlier. It is up to you to protect that space. Protect your headspace protect your heart, your love, protect your overall well-being. And that means setting boundaries. And that means maybe you sitting down and readjusting those boundaries according to where you are currently in your life. So again, full transparency here, because I talk about it all. Again, my boundary line used to be here, but I was at a different, my life was different. Things changed for me, and I can no longer allow you to be this close. I now have to push this way back here, right? Because I need this much space. Yes, I said I. So you may need that much space for yourself. And that's okay. So take a day today, any day you would like, and see where you need to readjust boundaries in your life. See where you need to set some boundaries in your life. And I'm going to just say it. You probably need to set some boundaries. If you walking around mad every day, if you walking around tired every day, if you just walking around like a space cadet every day, you probably need to set some boundaries in your life. Why? Because you have too many other people and too many other things just sucking you. They are sucking every bit of joy and every bit of your peace and soul out of you. And honey, that ain't good. I'm gonna do a demo, not this week. Actually, I'm gonna do it as a coffee talk for you to join me, and we're gonna talk about what you look like when you don't have boundaries set. Okay? Yeah. We're gonna talk about that. Anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and get it together and go for a walk. Actually, I think it's too hot. I'm looking outside like, there's a breeze. So take Mr. Carlito for a walk, and I will chat with you guys next week. So be here Tuesday. I'll be live. I'll be on time next week at 10 a.m. Pacific. Oh, he got up. He's ready to go. 10 a.m. Pacific time next Tuesday. All right. Ciao. See you later. Remember, should you set boundaries? Yes, you should. Yes, you should.